Hey guys, Beaky's Universe here today. Yeah, I'm showing this Prototype Custom Plushie. I spent all day yesterday just working, building this thing. This was the first time I actually needed to use a hot glue gun for it because it was just that hard to make because of the bells I had to put on here. And this thing is unbelievably massive. Just comparison, we got Kissy Missy I got the official Kissy Missy. Let's put her right here compared to the prototype. Yeah, the prototype is bigger than Kissy Missy. We got. Alright, let me get my cat plushie. Yeah, bro's massive. She's even almost the length of Mommy Longlegs. I'll put Mommy right here. Mommy's still taller, but this thing's almost the length of Mommy Longlegs. So, let's get into how I made this. I will be putting up some random pictures on screen of me actually making this guy. I am currently working on the doctor as well. The first thing I did start working on was with the face. It was pretty simple pattern. I just pretty much copied the pattern off Mommy Longlegs' head just to like build this head, but honestly it turned out a lot bigger than her head. Then I had to cut out the whole mouth here. Like I cut it out of a big massive sheet of fabric. I just cut it out and then replaced it with this grey fabric. But then I ended up using fabric for the teeth, but it didn't work out, so I had to rip it all off and give it this cardboard paper like type of teeth, which I did use for Catnap's bones by here. I did not do a good job on that. But then I used a Sharpie and just colored in like for the teeth and that. I did use a Sharpie for the eye. This golden eye is actually sewed in. This is sewed in. Alright, so what else? For the hat, this only took me like what 15 minutes just for the hat. If here's an image right on screen. I actually put a whole wire inside the like going through right here just to keep it like in shape. It's not posable, but it is there. It's just there just to keep the shape for the hat to make sure it's all in place. There's no wire in the blue one. It's just a straight wire going right through here. I use the hot glue gun for these little bells or whatever because he's a jester like type of thing. I use Sharpie just to fill in those little bits. As you can see on the back by here as well. You can still see some like bits. We'll get into this in a minute. After I finished the head, I just put it to side because then that's when I start working on the torso. I just ended up cutting out a normal sheet. Again, I used the pattern for Mommy Longlegs. I used this little pattern by here, but it doesn't really look like it. I did a terrible job on that. But then I did use a hot glue gun just to put this bow tie on in these little straps because these may look like little thin, but they were freaking a nightmare to stitch. So I had to hot glue those. I had to hot glue that. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a bell or something, so I just did that. I used a Sharpie just to go right down here. I did use a black, I used black fabric just for this little bit. Oh god, please don't fall. Don't fall. Then I ended up working on this. Here's the image on screen. I had to use cardboard just to keep it the flat shape. Because if I didn't keep it flat, I would not be able to put these the skeleton bits on. So I had to here's an image right here of me actually just using cardboard for it. After that, I just stitched all three of these parts together. I just start stitching these three parts together. Then I had to work on this platform. Okay, now this right here. Listen. Okay, now you're taking. I have to use this box as a stand for this fella. Alright. Do you know what that is? That is literally a platform of cardboard. Literally, this is the shape right here. That's a platform from how big this thing is. This is unbelievably huge. Yeah, now this is a whole platform. I did not give it all 6 legs because I was running out of material, so I gave him 4. I ended up doing this. This is Catnap's, like, I don't know, skin or something. And this Catnap's spine is the light by there. After, like, I've done all that, I got my bootleg Kissy Missy, my old official Mommy Long Legs, as you guys remember. And I did not have any spare Huggies, so I just used this arm. I made this. And I used these arms just to attach to him. So, yeah. I'll go get the plushies now. Okay, here they are. See, I did not have any use for these plushies, so I just took off their arms. Yeah, I just took off their arms. I might actually turn this into an Intricissy, but I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. If you guys know what I should do with this, let me know in the comments, please. This is a Fat Mojo one. But this does not look like the Fat Mojo one right here on screen. This does not look like it, but apparently it's Fat Mojo. But yeah, once I've done all this, I attached them all together, and the only thing I had to work with was the arms. The arms were honestly pretty simple. Yeah, they were very easy. Sorry about the background. Those are just that's my niece and my nephew. I used wire for the arm right here, but I didn't have another wire, so I just used the black fabric. But yeah, that is experiment 1006, the prototype. Now I'll give him a massive size comparison with all of my Poppy plushies. Okay, here all of my Poppy Playtime plushies compared to the prototype. He's bigger than Boxy Boo. By the way, this is the Boxy I used in Fenville. This dude is still unbelievably massive. He's bigger than Huggy and Kissy, but this thing is just outbeat. He's doughy right here. This is doughy. This the official deluxe Doughy the Doman from the Poppy Playtime website. Right here compared to the prototype. And there's Catnap. Bro, prototype's still bigger. There's Mommy Longleg. She's taller, but he's almost to her size. PJ Pugable's on the ground. I would just put a PJ up here. Yeah. If you're wondering, where's Yarnaby? Yeah. 2 weeks ago I ordered him. He has not arrived yet. I don't know when he's arriving, but hopefully this week. But these are all of my Poppy plushies compared to the prototype. No, I am not getting that. I am not getting this. He's a jumbo, not a normal plushie. Like you can refer this as a jumbo Mommy Long Legs, but this is referred as a one size. Right here, see? Poppy Mommy Long Legs, one size plush. Yeah, that is the prototype. Thanks for watching. Have a biggy-tastic day. Please subscribe. I will give you an early look at the Doctor. Here's the Doctor so far. I'm working on a whole nother one. If you guys remember, 7 months ago I did work on one, but I ended up getting rid of it because I wanted to remake it. What's that? Stay tuned to find out. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a biggy-tastic day.